Hello and welcome to What's in this week's Oban Times with me, Kathy Griffiths.
And me, Sandy Neal.
It's been another busy week at Oban Times Towers, keeping up with all the latest news from our area. We'd love to hear your stories about what matters to you and your community. So you can tell us about it by getting in touch and calling us on 01631 568 000, emailing editor@obantimes.co.uk or contacting us on our social media platforms. And remember to check out our website at www.westcoasttoday.co.uk. Well, victory for people power this week. Save Our School campaigners were rejoicing at news that Luing Primary School has been given another 5 years mothballing, giving the island more time to prove all its plans for regeneration can come off and attract more families. Planning permissions have also just gone in to restart slate quarrying at Cullerpool on a small scale, making roof slates and more to sell. And if all that goes ahead, the slate enterprise will be delivering the first West Highland slate in over 60 years. Now, watches, gold rings and diamond rings of significant sentimental value were among a haul worth about £16,000 stolen from a house in Nant Drive, Oban earlier this week. Police are appealing for dashcam or CCTV to help track who done it. You can read more about that in the paper or online. And Mull Community Council's live-streamed meeting on Facebook had more than 4,000 views within 24 hours. What triggered that? Get a copy of the OT or subscribe to www.westcoasttoday.co.uk to find out. Now, you're a bit past this one, and me too, sadly, Sandy, but if anyone out there is still in the wonderful age range of 17 to 24 and fancies a career at sea with CalMac, then you could just be who the ferry operator is looking for to join its next modern apprenticeship programme. Perks of the job, to name but a few, include accommodation and meals when you're away from home. How wonderful does that sound? It's 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. So details are in this week's OT. And also another reminder for you to save the date for Oban's Big Spring Tidy on the weekend of March 23rd to the 24th. Choose your own spot or join larger litter picks starting at 10 a.m. on both days from Tesco car park. Check out this week's story for more info on how to get hands-on with that. Sandy, what have you got for us?
Thank you very much, Kathy. Well, calls have been made for a solution to flooding and sewage issues at Oban's Lochaverlin Industrial Estate, but a councillor admits that money for one is tight. Park and Stride concept designs to help make part of Oban a more attractive, friendly space for walking, wheeling and cycling are to go on display at the Rockfield Centre. Gaelic-speaking communities across the West Coast are urging ministers to reverse cuts to Bordna Gaelic, which will lead to job losses and damage the future of the endangered language, they say. Thousands of people fought to save services at Loch Arbour's Belford Hospital in Fort William successfully 20 years ago. This Saturday, campaigners are asking locals to do the same again, but this time to help get a new hospital built. And mechanics at an Appin garage mourn a mouse they befriended. Kathy, back to you.
Well, that's given you a tempting taster of all that you can find in the OT this week. So pick up a copy of the paper at all the usual spot or go online and subscribe to www.westcoasttoday.co.uk. Have a great week, and until next time, it's goodbye from me, Kathy Griffiths.
And goodbye from me, Sandy Neal.
Bye.
Bye.